Hello, everyone. It's Kenny here from the Cranky Old Man YouTube channel. First of all, I would like to say it's a sad day. My mediocre rise up to 90 subscriber nights. I now lost one of you guys somewhere out there in YouTube land. Someone left my channel, and that's okay. But I know who you are, and I'm going to let Santa know for next year. I think you were waiting because you know I had connections with Santa. I'm going to let him know next year where to put you on his list. Anyway, today I'm trying to address a couple DMs wanting to clarify a little bit about shooting low left if you're right-handed or low right if you're left-handed. And there's three main reasons that I contribute. There may be more with some special professionals out there, but I contribute three different things: anticipation, sympathetic hand squeeze, and trigger finger placement. Now, the first one, let's go with the easiest one: trigger finger placement. Your finger should be right in the middle of your meaty bit of this finger. Shouldn't be on the edge, and it shouldn't be in the bend of your finger. That's going to depend which way you push or pull. If you're in the middle and you pull straight back, now this has got like a 50-pound trigger pull because it's a BB gun, okay? So if you pull straight back with the meaty part, this one must have some kind of lockout because it don't work no more. And I was pulling the crap out of it earlier. Oh, there it is. I had it on safe. Believe that? A safety. This is a high-tech. Nobody knows about this gun yet. Nobody. Bezos don't know about it. The CyberCard guy don't know. Nobody knows. This is a Daisy Powerline BB gun. Anyway, no BBs allowed, so it's pretty safe. Anyway, getting back to the trigger pull. If you pull straight back with your finger in the mid, let me try to do this. Okay, it's not moving, going straight back. Okay, the problem you get is when you want to put it way too far in and you go to pull. You see how it kind of goes to the right? It don't have to go a lot to the right to be completely off at a very long distance. Close up, it ain't going to make a difference. Like if you're 2 feet away, not really going to make a difference. But that little bit of pulling can make you miss it 10 yards, 15 yards, 25 yards, or shoot to the right. Along with anticipation, you're also going to be jerking your trigger, and that's going to get you to the right and low, or just to the right. Now, if you put it not far enough in, you're going to be pushing the gun. So as you're squeezing, you're not pulling straight back. So you got a tendency to push the muzzle a little bit to the left. So finger placement, meaty bit right in the center of that trigger, pull straight back. And like I said in the one video, you can actually shoot a gun with just this 3 fingers. It's not going to fly out of your hand. And you have to learn that as a new shooter. And this is kind of what this is for, new shooters. Now, anticipation. I already addressed this in the earlier video. And that's where you got your hand on here. You got your perfect grip, whether it's both thumbs forward or whether you capture the one thumb like that. Some people do that, capturing the thumb, and some people do 2 thumbs forward. It's your preference. Both of them work very well if you do it correctly. So anticipation is when you're like, and man, I must be doing just like the shadow systems. I keep putting a safety on with this stupid thing. So with anticipation is when you're like, yeah, and then like that, yeah. You're anticipating it. Your body's tensing up, waiting for that explosion to happen, and you just squeeze that little bit, and down it goes. And anticipation, most right-hand shooters will be low left, and most left will be low right. But again, the other 2 factors also depend how far you are low left, low right, depending if the other 2 mechanics are working right When I say mechanics, I'm not talking about working on your car. Talking about the 3 mechanics we're talking about that's causing low left shooting, low right shooting. So that's the anticipation. Now, you want to be able to pull that trigger, and they say your best shot is the one that goes off accidentally. It's when you're pulling and pulling and pulling, and you're kind of like, oh, wow. When you're surprised like that, that's your best shot. Versus the ones where you're anticipating and you're maybe ducking a little bit, maybe tensing up a little bit. So that's the second thing there. And then the third is sympathetic hand squeeze. And that's when your whole hand tenses up when you pull the trigger. I'm sorry. Turkey and all kinds of stuff for Christmas dinner today. And whew, I'm telling you, get the burpees. So the last one is sympathetic hand squeeze. And that's when your whole hand tenses up, thinking it's gun. I got to hold the gun. I don't want it to go flying out of my hand. I got to hold the gun. I got to hold that barrel right in that center spot. No. You want your hand to be firm, but not too strong. And you want to just manipulate your finger and not tense up with these and not tense up with these. Now, all you have to do is get yourself a BB gun like this for a couple bucks, use at a yard sale or even at a sporting goods store, and just practice that all day long. If you got a striker fire, you don't have to keep racking the slide. So something like this would be very good for training, just while you're watching TV. You know, put it down and just practice pulling that trigger. A couple things are going to happen. One, you're going to get used to relaxing your rest of the hand and firing with your one finger. 2, you're going to build up a little bit of muscle memory with that finger. And 3, you're going to give that finger a little workout. So it's going to be a little stronger than the other fingers. It's going to be stronger. So they also make a shooting device that I had years ago. It actually was 4 fingers. And they had different ones, a lightweight, medium, and a heavyweight. And you could, like you're playing the flute with it, and you could you could turn it around to where all the buttons were on this side and do a whole hand squeeze, or turn it around and just do one squeeze, or do them all in a row. I can't remember the name of them. If I find mine, I'll put it up and show you what it is. But I'm sure if you do, a Google search for, spring actuated handgun trainer, or do some kind of search like that, you'll find something that will be what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's the 3 things for shooting low left or low right, or even just left and right. You could be dead center, but shooting left or shooting right and can't figure it out. That just means you got your sympathetic hand squeeze going decent, you got your anticipation going decent, but maybe your finger placement is out. If your finger placement is good, then it's probably going to be your sympathetic hand squeeze that's making you do a little bit of that or that. But all 3 of them need to be perfect for you to get good shots on target at distance. Up close, it's not going to matter that much if you're 5-10 feet away. I tell everybody that I train, put that front sight at combat distance of 10 feet, 20 feet, put the front sight on and shoot. Don't worry about the red dot unless you good with that red dot. You put that front sight on there, take a shot. You got just as good a chance of shooting that person as if you used the front and rear. Depends on what that person's doing, whether he's moving, whether he's swinging on a rope or whatever. But you put that front dot on it at that close distances, that's all you need to do. Longer distances, red dot, both eyes open, look straight on through that dot. If you got it all dialed in at that distance, it's going to be a perfect shot, as long as you do the 3 mechanics with the grip. That's all to do with the grip. Go back to my fundamentals. It talks about stance, your foot placement, your sight alignment, sight picture, all that stuff. I hope that answered the question about the low left, low right situation. And going to do another one about accuracy coming up, but it might not be this one. Let me get my head together, think about what I want to say, and we'll go from there. So again, if you have any more questions, you can make a comment or you can DM me. Not hard to find. So thank you so much. And to the 89 that's still here, I'm going to talk to you in my next video. Thank you. Talk to you soon.